Everyone has the same 24 hours, but not everyone has the same results. Some people use those hours to build companies. Some people use those hours to build freedom. And most people use those hours to build excuses. They say they are busy. They say they have no time. They say they will start later. But time is not the problem. CEOs do not have more time than you. They have better rules. Rules for focus. Rules for decisions. Rules for what matters and what does not. That is the real difference. So the real question is this: what do CEOs do differently with time that most people never learn? Why do they move faster with less stress? Why do they achieve more with fewer hours? This audiobook breaks it down. How top leaders think about time, how they protect it, how they invest it, and why changing the way you use time can change everything. Let's begin. CEOs don't manage time, they manage energy. Most people try to manage time. They make to-do lists, they plan schedules, they fill every hour. But they still feel tired. They still feel slow. They still waste time. The problem is not time. The problem is energy. Time is fixed. Everyone has the same 24 hours. But energy is different. When you are tired, even 1 hour is wasted. When you have energy, 1 hour can change everything. Exhausted people make bad decisions. They scroll more. They delay more. They choose comfort. CEOs understand this early. They protect their energy first. They protect sleep. They protect focus. They protect health. Not because it feels good, but because it improves decisions. High energy creates clear thinking. Clear thinking creates good choices. Good choices create results. This is why rest is not weakness. Rest is strategy. A tired mind reacts. An energized mind leads. CEOs do not try to do more. They try to think better. Remember this clearly. You don't need more hours. You need more energy per hour. And managing energy is the first rule of managing time. CEOs protect their mornings. The morning is the most important part of the day. How you start sets the tone for everything that follows. Most people wake up and immediately check their phone. Messages, emails, social media, news. They react to everyone else's priorities before thinking about their own. CEOs do it differently. They protect the first hour. No phone, no notifications, no distractions. They use the morning for themselves. They think strategically. They plan important actions. They set priorities for the day. They do not start with meetings or emails. They start with thinking. Because a strong morning creates a strong day. If you lose your morning, you lose your day. Small decisions early affect big results later. Morning energy is the secret weapon that most people ignore. CEOs use it. You can too. And it changes everything. CEOs work on fewer things, not more. Most people think being busy means being productive. They fill their day with tasks. They try to do everything. They multitask constantly. But busy is not productive. Multitasking destroys quality. It splits attention. It reduces focus. It creates mistakes. CEOs do it differently. They say no more than yes. They limit their priorities. They focus deeply on what matters most. Fewer priorities, deeper work, better results. They understand that success is not about doing more. It is about doing the right things well. One important task can change a company. 10 small tasks can change nothing. CEOs plan their work this way. They avoid shallow activity. They protect their focus. Remember this line. Busy is not productive. focus is. And learning to focus is the first step to managing your time like a CEO. CEOs schedule thinking time. Most people think work is only about doing tasks. They fill their day with emails, meetings, and calls. They are always busy. They are always reacting. But real work is not always visible. Real work happens in the mind. It happens when you think. CEOs understand this. They schedule thinking time. They block hours on their calendar just to plan, reflect, and make decisions. They protect this time. No phone, no interruptions, no pressure. Silence creates clarity. Space improves decisions. Ideas form when the mind is calm. If you don't schedule thinking, you outsource decisions to chaos. You react instead of lead. You drift instead of move forward. CEOs know that thinking is work. Thinking is strategy. Thinking is growth. Remember this line. If you don't schedule thinking, you outsource decisions to chaos. And mastering your mind is the key to mastering your time. CEOs delegate or delete. Ruthlessly. Most people try to do everything themselves. They answer every email. They attend every meeting. They handle every small task. This feels like control, but it is not. It is chaos disguised as productivity. CEOs do it differently. They remove low-value tasks. They delegate what others can do. They focus only on what truly requires their attention. Delegation frees mental space. It gives time for strategy. It gives energy for impact. Control is not doing everything. Control is deciding what matters most and letting go of the rest. Here is a simple rule they follow. If someone else can do it 70% as well, delegate it. If it is not important, delete it. Every task you keep is a decision you are making repeatedly. Every unnecessary task drains your time and energy. CEOs know this. Time is too valuable to waste on small things. Focus is their real power. Remember this line. If someone else can do it 70% as well, delegate it. And learning to let go is how you multiply your time. CEOs think in outcomes, not hours. Most people measure work by hours. They feel productive if they spend 8, 10, or 12 hours working. They fill their day with activity and call it progress. But hours do not build success. CEOs think differently. They focus on outcomes, not effort. They ask, what result does this produce? Not, how long did I spend? One important decision can create more impact than 10 busy tasks. One focused project can change the trajectory of a business. Work is judged by impact, not time. Results, not motion, matter. CEOs plan their day with this in mind. They prioritize high-leverage activities. They ignore low-value busy work. Remember this line. Hours don't build success. Outcomes do. And learning to think in results is the secret to managing your time like a CEO. CEOs build anti-distraction systems. Distraction is everywhere. Social media, messages, emails, notifications, endless alerts. Most people react to every ping. They lose focus. They waste hours. And they call it being busy. CEOs do it differently. They build anti-distraction systems. They control their phones. They mute notifications. They schedule deep work without interruptions. They know that focus is their most valuable resource. Every distraction steals attention. Every interruption delays results. Deep work protection is not optional. It is essential. Distraction is not harmless. It quietly steals time. It quietly drains energy. Remember this line. Distraction is the new poverty. CEOs defend their focus like it is gold. And you can too. Because controlling attention is the first step to controlling your time. Chapter 8. CEOs design their day around their future. Most people live day to day. They react to what comes next. They chase short-term comfort. They fill hours without thinking about tomorrow. CEOs do it differently. They design their day around their future. Every task connects to a bigger goal. Every meeting, call, and project serves a long-term vision. They avoid distractions, shortcuts, and comfort that does not serve progress. Time is invested, not spent. Every hour is a deposit into the future they are building. Your calendar is not random. It is your future in written form. It shows your priorities. It shows your focus. It shows your destiny. CEOs schedule with this in mind. You can too. Because the way you use your day today decides the life you will have tomorrow. Remember this line. Your calendar is your future in written form. Time reveals. Priorities. Everyone says time is important. Very few treat it that way. Most people fill hours with busy work. They react to notifications. They chase short-term comfort. But your results are not random. They are scheduled. They are created by the choices you make and the way you use your hours. Time reveals priorities. Your calendar shows what you really value. Your actions show what matters most. You don't need motivation. You need structure. Stop asking for more time. Start demanding more focus. Because the way you manage your time today decides the life you live tomorrow. Every hour is a choice. Every decision is a step toward your future. And CEOs know this. Now you can too.